Okay, when we get down to our contact routes, the user gets their contact by ID, all contacts, and then posts their contact as in creating a new contact using this route of the post, and then route of the put update the contact using the contact ID. Delete a particular contact by using the delete function over here, um, using the contact ID. And then if you could see, our route is being connected to the controller. What the controller does here is try to do like an, a connection between the user and the database. Then what the controller does is it gets the database by a particular ID and then connects to the database, gets all contacts, gets contact by ID over here. Then we could create a contact using this function over here. We could update a contact, we could delete a contact, and then at the end of the day, we export our contact and controller function to be used in another module. And then getting down to our database, we could see we have our database.js. What our database does is, first of all, connect us, initiate the database function here, initiate the database, get us connected to the database by at least getting some information from the .env file, and then we now export our model to be using another model. And let's get down to our documentation. And initially, I made use of the swagger.yml, but because of the cost requirement, we are going to make use of the swagger.json documentation. So as you could see, we're not making use of the local saver, but we are making use of the our saver being deployed and render. So if you could click on this, okay, it takes us to render.com, and it's trying to load. It's trying to load our application. It didn't take us to our local saver, as you could see. But before that, let's get back to our VS Code and explain some things over here. Okay, we have the index route, which also make use of the contact route. When we get every URL, maybe our endpoint from the client, what our clients really want, where our clients really want to navigate to, or maybe get some information, or try to make a particular function. Okay, let's get down. I think it's finished loading. Let's get down to here. Okay, it leads us to the homepage, and then if we could like put some slash API. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It takes us to our contact API. That's really good. And then what we have to do is we could see that our saver is not running on the local host, but rather it is running on the rendered deployed URL. And then if we get down to here and click, we try to get the all contacts and try this out, execute, wait for the response. Okay, we have a body response here, a response from the body getting all our contacts. This is our first contacts with an ID starting from 6 and ending by 9. And then let me try and copy this ID so that we could use that to fetch some other information. And then let's try to play this and cancel, close that, then create a new contact. Okay, I'm trying to create a new contact here, and then I'll try this out, and then edit this and put something like my name, and then the last name, Lassie, and then the email address, b at g.com, and then my favorite color blue, and then let me leave this better here, and then execute this. We have a response in the body telling us that wow, that this is our new contact being created, and then we could see first name Eno, last name Bassi, email b at g.com, favorite color blue, and then let's play this, and then reset, cancel, close this. Then let's get our contact by ID. Okay, let's try this out, and then copy the contact ID sorry, there's the contact ID I copied before, and then execute that. Check out our response body. Okay, we could see we have here from the ID, we have the first name to be Jane, last name Smith, email address jane.smith at example.com, and then the favorite color to be green. And that works perfectly. Let's try to cancel this. And then close this. And then let's update our contact by ID, and then by trying this out, and first thing our ID, then let's say new gen, and then the last name is last C, and then their email is jane at t.com. Then the favorite color is white. Then leave the bed there to the day, and then click on execute. Okay, we could see from here our response bar is telling us that contact updated successfully. That's really nice. And then let's try to play this and then reset, cancel, then close this, and then get to our delete function. Okay, let's try this out. Delete is the idea, and then execute. Wow. Let's check out response bar. We have contact deleted successfully. That is really good. Everything is working perfectly. Then let's try to close this and get back to our VS Code and see if our route rest is working perfectly. Okay. This is actually sending a request using, we test this using our local host. And if we really want to test this using our local host, get over here. Oh, we didn't start our local host, so we could do this. Oh, let's change this to okay patch, and then run this. And it starts just went well. Just went well. Oh, then it's running on the local host. And if we could click here, we see, you could see here our response. Error retrieving contact. Okay, we got it. Send. This is getting all the contacts. We could see everything is working here perfectly. We want to test this on our local host, and maybe we want to try to test this in our. If we try to test this in our deploy URL, we can copy that and also get something like this. Um, okay, this is fine. Let's try and command this out. We have commented that out. I don't need this. I just want to test this one, and then send a request. You could see we have the same thing over here. Let's try and close this response. Send the request. We have the same thing over here. If we try and test this, it's working perfectly. I think that is all. Thank you.